Welcome to Coloring Wednesday and Ramblin'. So last Wednesday I had colored from the Halloween coloring book by Molly Harrison with Witches, Vampires, and Cats Galore, and I finished it. That was fun. I did that with gel pens and my Stabilo pens. And today I will be coloring from my Creative Haven Steampunk coloring book. And I'll show you a few pages. I will be coloring this, but I'll show you a few pages out of here. Here's another one. This one I had made a copy of it and I already colored it. And I will be using all of my different brands of markers. So this past weekend I had gone to a wedding in Pennsylvania, outside of the Poconos towards New Jersey. My son and my grandson were in the wedding, and I went along to help take care of the kids so that my son and his fiancée could enjoy themselves and dance and whatever at the wedding. So we were supposed to stay at the country club where the wedding was and reception was, but we got there and the room was very small. You had to climb up 2 sets of stairs. They didn't have an elevator. The beds were 2 full size, and we were not impressed. The TV was, no lie, this big. Now I've got almost a 3-year-old grandson who is going to be bored cooped up in there. There's nothing there for kids to do. There's the pool. There was a pool, but there was no water in it. So we ended up staying at a Holiday Inn Express instead. The only reason why we wanted to stay at the country club so that with my son wanting to drink and us all partying, I could take the boys right back to the room, which was right down the hall from, well, it was the next floor up, but around the corner from the reception. So my son didn't have much to drink. He stopped at a certain time. And the boys were good. Carson, he's almost 3. He was on the dance floor just to dance and all by himself. I took him out first, and we danced to the YMCA, and then he decided that he just was going to stay out on the dance floor, so he had a good old time. And then Blake, who is 4 months old, he he was really good. He's always good. He slept, and then when he woke up, my son and his fiance were dancing, so I grabbed Blake and I danced around with Blake, which he thought was just hilarious. He's such an easygoing baby. It was a very nice trip. It was like 4 to 5 hour drive. We had a really good time. It was an outdoor wedding, and they had an arch, and the background was the mountains in Pennsylvania, and all the leaves had changed color, so gorgeous, gorgeous day. It was a little bit of a breeze, but the sun was out. So we had a good time. Then on the way back, about an hour before we got home, I had started getting a sore throat and an earache. So when I got home, I hurried up and took ibuprofen and Sudafed. And within 2 hours, my earache was gone. And then my sore throat was finally gone yesterday. And I had a stuffy nose also, and that's starting to clear up. I do have a little bit of a frog, I think, in my throat, but not like it was. And I had a checkup with my doctor yesterday anyways, so he said that it sounded like it was clearing up. So I'll be coloring tonight. I plan on watching a movie called Pumpkin Pie Wars that was on the Hallmark Channel on Saturday night. So I'm looking forward to watching that. And I had to get groceries, so when I was done babysitting today, I went to the store and got groceries for the next couple days, and I made taco salad for dinner tonight because I love tacos. And I just buy Tostito chips, and I do the ground beef with the taco seasoning. So this is my recipe for, I forgot I was supposed to, I try to do a recipe every Wednesday and I totally forgot. So we're doing the taco salad. I'm not going to put it up on my website. This is really easy. Whatever you like on your tacos. I do the ground beef, put in the taco, excuse me, I got the hiccups. Taco seasoning in the ground beef. Just follow the directions. Meanwhile, I crunch up my tortilla chips. And I put lettuce on top of that, chopped up tomato, sliced black olives, and then the ground beef, the seasoned ground beef, the taco beef, and shredded cheddar cheese or taco mix cheese, and taco sauce and some sour cream. Or you can use salsa instead of taco sauce. I like Mexican food. It was very good. I have to have the crunch, so if I get tacos, I use hard shells because I like crunch. I have not ordered or bought any more coloring books. If you remember, I told you before, I have a whole bunch of them. There are a few more I would like. I think her name's Cheryl Baldy. She has a new troll coloring book out that I really like. And her coloring books are only $9.95, so that's not bad. We've had gorgeous weather the past 2 days. What was it? It was 73, 75 on Monday. And yesterday it was 83. And today it was 70. And then it's supposed to go down in the 50s. So we did have a few nice days. I like this kind of weather in the fall. It's not too hot. But the next few days is supposed to be a lot cooler. But I'm loving the pumpkins and the apples. I forgot to buy a pumpkin this year to decorate. Still have time. And the leaves are so pretty right now. And I've had apple cider. Many of you like apple cider. I love apple cider. It's good cold, and I like it heated up in the microwave. So good. And I like anything pumpkin spice. So I have a pumpkin spice tea, and I have a pumpkin spice coffee for the Keurig, and I have pumpkin spice Cheerios that my grandson and I have been eating, and I forgot to take them over this week, so he's probably wondering where they were. He didn't say anything though, but they're really good. And today they had, at the grocery store, they had apples and pears, buy one get one free. So I bought one of each. And then my grandson will eat them with me. It's funny because his parents will buy him fruit. He won't eat it. But if I bring it over, he'll eat it. And I don't bake because we don't eat it. I like to bake, but we're not big on baked foods, cookies and cakes and that, so I don't really bake. So in my house we have like 2 bowls on the kitchen table that's full of fruit. So I don't even have Blake out of the car seat, and Carson's already in my kitchen already eating fruit. So They don't understand why they buy the same fruit, but he won't eat it at their house. But if I take it over, he will. It's so funny. But I like my fruit. There's not too. I don't think besides grapefruit's about the only one I'm not fond of. I will eat it. I'm just not fond of it. Other than that, I like all grapefruit. I like all my fruit. My favorites, oranges, tangerines. I love blood oranges. If you ever had them, those are so good. And I love grapes. And my favorite apples are Granny Smith's. I wonder if I should make an apple crisp this weekend. That sounds good. I haven't had that in a long time. And it doesn't make a lot of it, so it's not like it would go to waste. We would eat that. I'm going to have to think about that one. Apple crisp. So I also haven't bought any more crayons. I don't have any crayons, but I haven't bought any more colored pencils or markers. I don't even know what's going on with celebrities. I haven't had the TV on much. I did watch American Housewife last night and This Is Us. If you have not watched This Is Us on NBC on Tuesday nights, you have to watch it. But you got to catch the pilot, the first episode, to understand what's going on. It is such a good show. And Sunday night I watched Once Upon a Time. That was good. That had Dr. Jekyll and Mr. Hyde on there. And everybody always thinks that one of them is bad and one of them is good. And on the show was the opposite of who's usually bad and who's usually the good one. So that was good. I haven't had anything else come in the mail. Nothing. I haven't had the money to buy anything, and I've got candles lit tonight, and my Halloween lights are all on, and nothing special going on. I've been reading a lot, and Saturday starting at 8 a.m. until Sunday morning 7:55 a.m. is the 24-hour Dewey readathon through Goodreads, and there's a Facebook group. And you read as much as you can in 24 hours. So I'm planning on doing that. I'm going to stock up on some pop, which I don't normally drink because I have diabetes, but I want the caffeine. Unless I make coffee, I can do that, I guess. And I'll stock up on stuff like my carrots and hummus, and that has the protein in the hummus, and probably will buy a bag of M&Ms. But I'm still reading spooky and books and mysteries, and right now I'm reading some William W. Johnstone's horror books, and they are really good. So that's what I have planned for this weekend. I'm not going anywhere. As I already told my husband, I'm doing this readathon. I am going to get up early and get a soup going in the crock pot, and they can fend for themselves. So that's it for me. I hope that you're coloring, and if not, you're reading or doing something, and let me know what you've been up to, and I will talk to you later. Bye.